Today we about to react to what's the most trouble you ever been in by Cut. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, man. Share the video with your friends, man. And we about to get right into it. So.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
Probably the first time I got suspended from school.
Why'd you get suspended?
Called the teacher a whole bunch of times.
Was your teacher being a bitch?
Yes.
That's not that bad. I mean, if you go to a public school, niggas do that shit all the time.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
That's a difficult one. I don't know. I don't feel like I get in trouble. Most trouble I've ever been in.
Oh, the most trouble I've ever been.
Like, what kind of trouble?
I haven't been in trouble in a long time. I was a pretty
Hey, if you watching this, comment below what's the most trouble you ever been in. I'm quite curious. The most trouble I ever been in was I was talking to school and got sent to ISS, and that was in 5th grade, bro. That's the most trouble. I don't really be doing that, bro.
kid.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
I'm such a goody two-shoes.
Goody two shoes. Goody two shoes.
Goody two shoes.
I feel like you're lying.
Somebody's lying.
There's something you're keeping from me. Nothing you did.
In middle school,
6th grade.
7th.
In 7th grade, I had really bad grades.
I got caught cheating on a test once.
I got a lunch detention in middle school for chewing gum.
I climbed the roof of my school.
Well, I
Why?
skipped classes a lot.
My
are you
parents
doing
got
on
an
the
email
roof?
about it. Asian parents, when they're mad, is a different breed.
One time, they accused me of stealing lunches. I wasn't even stealing lunches. I wasn't even eating lunch. Like, they even pulled me in. There was
It's
like a
'cause she's
cop
black.
there too, and they're
They
like,
accuse
we
her because she's black. That's crazy.
know what you've been doing. And I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to eat that.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
Probably when I got into like a fight and then I got suspended.
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 Why'd you get suspended?
Called the teacher a bitch a whole bunch of times.
Was your teacher being a bitch?
Yes.
They called my parents up and my parents disciplined me.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
I got a lunch duty one time for being on my phone.
Me and this other girl had beef,
There was this girl talking like mess.
and I technically cyberbullied her. This is word for word. I still remember it. This motherfucking bitch-ass rat
Oh.
does not kill at the sport she thinks she does.
Oh.
This one guy in theater with me, he ended up kicking me and I ended up kicking him back. They ended up letting me off, totally fine.
I got expelled. Ooh, tell me about this. Picture day this year in 7th grade, I decided to take like this mugshot. I get the photo and I'm like, oh my, like as an ironic joke, I post on social media, oh, I look like a killer out of school. Looking back at it now, it was really dumb.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
Most trouble I've
Really? Just because of that?
ever been in. Oh my gosh.
Most trouble I've ever been in.
I feel like I've always been one of those like good kids that hasn't done like anything bad.
Something you want to admit to right now?
I don't remember.
I don't think I'm a troublesome kid.
Oh, I've been in a lot of trouble.
I've been in trouble so many times. I was caught one night on my phone past my bedtime. My mom caught me, so she put a kids app on it. Kind of resisting this, I didn't want it on. I found a way to get out of that kids app. And then she downloaded a different one, found a way out of that one. And then she put on this new one. Now I'm still grounded from my phone.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
Most recently, me and my brother were arguing. He threw my shoe at me. He comes in, breaks the door open, and the whole door came off the hinge.
I guess I got in a fight with my brother,
Oh, they're
and
twins.
we broke
Holy.
like our door frame. And
Yeah, I
like,
heard that you threw a shoe at him.
no, he threw the shoe at me.
I dropped my mom's phone in the toilet.
I backed up into the mailbox.
One time I
Why
accidentally
are you in the bathroom with your mom's phone, man? What are you doing with that?
broke into someone's house.
How did you accidentally break into someone's house?
I thought it was a different house.
You accident.
When I was younger, I would steal.
What did you steal?
Usually just candy.
I stole like an Echo home.
Money.
Clothes.
The mall security made us line up outside of the mall and have my dad come pick us up.
I just remember my dad being really, really angry.
Super pissed off.
I never got caught, so I'm never gonna admit to that.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
I had sent a picture I shouldn't have to someone and my mom found out.
I got my phone taken away.
Interesting.
My dad collects figures of the Beatles, and when I was younger, I opened one. I was in trouble for that.
What was your punishment?
Getting like grounded.
Grounded for a long time.
My dad took everything out of my room but my books and my bed.
I was like sobbing, like bawling my eyes out.
I cannot have my phone, and she is threatening to delete my socials.
In July, when I got my nose pierced, my mom yelled at me. She said, if you get any more body modifications, I'm gonna start charging you rent. So.
Sorry, Mom.
I flushed my brother's shoe down the toilet.
Did it go down?
I think it
why are you, first of all, why are you flushing the shoe down the toilet? And two, how would you even flush the shoe down the toilet? That's like impossible. I don't think it will go down.
We clogged it up, so we had like get it a lot fixed.
I once went somewhere without telling my mom.
Oh,
Like road
that'd be the
trip with
worst.
my friends a couple summers ago.
That'd be the
and
worst,
I
bro.
did
That'd
not.
be the worst, bro. When you go somewhere, you be like, you tell your mom going one place and you go somewhere else, bro. And your mom hit you up, like, yo, where are you? And you got your look. And you gotta come up with a lie, bro.
I asked my mom.
I snuck out of my friend's house.
Sneak
out in the middle of the night.
I left my evidence.
What was your evidence?
I used couch cushions, and you can see my footprints on it. And I left the window open.
My mom had like blown up my phone. She called me a fucker, so that was fun.
I think the reason that we put more security cameras in my house is honestly because of me, because I used to actually sneak my boyfriend in the house until they found out.
My girlfriend, we were caught kissing. It was by my grandma too, so it wasn't very good.
At least he was kissing. At least grandma didn't catch high, you know what I'm saying, doing the deed, bro. 'Cause that would have been worse for grandma. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Trouble you've ever been in?
I don't do bad things.
Nothing. I just don't want to
We
tell
all
me.
done
No, I
something,
can't think of anything, I swear. I think I'm pretty good at not getting caught.
Oh.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
I didn't have my 6 months of my license yet, and I was driving friends.
Did anything illegal?
I had the cops called on me one time. I kind of hang out with the wrong people.
They started to set stuff on fire.
There was underage drinking going on.
I got caught trespassing.
The cops ended up like coming, and we had to get escorted home.
Not my best moment at all. At all.
None of my parents were home, and I had a party, and at the end of the night, at around 12 a.m., somebody ended up getting stabbed, and the police were called, and I got in trouble with the police.
Nah, see, that's
And
wicked,
my
bro.
parents were alerted.
Did you throw any parties after that happened?
Oh my gosh, no. That was a really
Nah, throwing a party and find out somebody getting stabbed is crazy, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna, like I said, man, if you made it this far, comment below what's the worst thing you ever did, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, man. And I catch y'all in the next one. Peace.